Hello everyone and welcome to our CRM project, and let's continue building our super cool speedy CRM system. And guys, to be honest with you and to be honest with myself, I really don't like how it looks like in terms of the background when I'm hovering over the field. Like, I really believe that this one seems better, so let's actually add the padding. Let's add the padding to the field back again, because that's how you do it. You feel like it's not right and you fix it. So let's do that. So we have our field container. Let's add one on the padding, and let's decrease the height of the drop zone to 2, and then to do that we will actually change it over here as well. So this one, right? So now it looks better. Yeah, it looks fine, I would say. And then on the dropping side, I wanna it not to have any padding. So on drag over, remove the padding. Yeah, remove the padding from the fields so it looks nicer, but also add the height to, I don't know if I should have a height, add the height to the drop zone. Yeah, because if I remove the padding, then the gap will be smaller, right? If I remove the padding like that, gap is gonna be smaller. Right. So to compensate for that, we wanna add the height to the drop zone, so that drop zone takes over and keeps the gap consistent. So remove the padding from the fields first. So we wanna take our container and say that we want to remove the padding from it. So basically class div field container, remove padding, class list, remove padding y1, and add padding. Right. So whenever we show the drop zone, we wanna say class div field container, remove the padding, and whenever we hide the drop zone, we wanna say class div field container, add the padding, right? So now we should be, you see it looks bad, like it doesn't have the padding now, but it's jumping. jumping. On the top you see like this edge is jumping. Oh yeah, so I wanna actually also probably whenever I show, I wanna add the height to the drop zone. To do that, we gonna do like div drop zone and the height. No, not like that. Let's just do this. Right. Let's see where we use it. Only in 2 places. Okay. Yeah, if we have 13, the height. Whoa, that's not good. We probably don't have the 13 height. If I say height 13, is it even working? No, it's not working. Height. So we have 12 and we have 14. Okay, we have 14. Let's see how it behaves. So whenever I start, so I have the padding 1. When I start dragging, I should be able to remove this padding. Yeah, I remove the padding and I set the height. Yeah, kind of works for me. And if I increase this padding to 1, sorry, to 2, yeah, it's not good. Maybe like this is better. You see, I should probably do something different, because on the bottom edge I still have the padding and on the top I don't. So I should probably do the following. Remove the padding from all the fields, not only from the one that I'm dragging. Alright. And to do that, we need a reference to all of the fields. I can probably do this in a different way. I can probably say like here on dragging toggle padding y1, and then whenever I start dragging, let's just keep it consistent here. say class toggle dragging situation. Then we can say like div content, find get elements by class name. You see, this is the first or one of the first few times that I use the selectors actually. So that's kind of nice. So whenever I find these guys for each of them, class toggle add, I guess, class, let's say class on dragging toggle add, class on dragging start, let's say class toggle on dragging start. So whenever we start dragging, we toggle, maybe like that, on dragging start toggle. What does it say? Can only be iterated through when using the down level iteration flag. What the hell is down dragging iteration flag? Should I just do like this? Yeah. Okay, and then class list remove padding y1, and then on dragging stop, or how do you call it, on dragging end, we wanna say add, and then whenever we start dragging, field used, whenever we start dragging, drag start, we wanna say class on dragging start toggle, and whenever we end, we wanna say end. So ideally it should not jump around, and you know what, it's not working as I expected it to be. It's only working on this one. What the hell? What the hell? Let's see how it looks like. So I have my padding Y, and on start I remove it. Oh, I remove it, and then I cannot drag anymore. That's crazy. Drag start, drag again, drag start, drag again. Oh, so it actually prevents me from dragging. So if I do the timeout, like this, now it works. That's interesting. But it's still kind of jumping around for some reason. It feels like the padding has not been removed. Oh, you see, it's been added back. Why? Let's explain this guy. So, maybe, just maybe, let's see. So I remove the padding and I have to actually, okay, let's explain this guy. So first of all, if I don't do this in a timeout, it prevents me from dragging the item. Okay, and then the next problem is it adds the padding back. It adds the padding back, right? Because let's log. Nope. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's log here. Drag start. Why do I have a padding anyway? I don't understand this. Okay, so it works as expected, but padding still there. Okay, so I have 4 fields, and whenever I start dragging, I remove the padding. And then when I'm dragging over, oh, so it adds the padding back when I'm out of drop zone. Drag leave. I don't want to do it on drag leave. I want to do it on what? On remove the padding over here actually. You know what? I guess that's the same stuff. Because I have a function that removes the padding and adds the padding. And then I implemented the same stuff with this guy. Oh my god. That's a mess. That's a mess, guys. We don't need this guy. And we don't need this guy as well. Yeah, I just did not remove it first. Okay, okay. Now it works as expected, but the problem is the following, that it jumps because I removed the padding, and it jumps because I do not add the height to the drop zone, and I wanna add the height to the drop zone instead. So add the height to all the drop zones, right? So whenever we start the dragging, we wanna actually add the height. Do we do it like here we have the height 2, and we wanna it to become probably like on dragging toggle height 4, height 3, I guess. Right, and then just do it. No, on dragging toggle height 3 does not add the height. Does not add the height. I'm sorry for that. That's not what I wanted. Yeah. Height 3. Oh. Now it kind of works. Now it kind of works. Wait a minute. So we have height 2. We start dragging and nothing happens. Oh, and then it happens. Okay, so on drag start, we should add. Sorry for that. Yeah, it's not like the way to do it. Yeah, so for the height on drag start, we wanna actually add the height. Maybe let's change the naming convention. So let's say on drag start, add the height, add undergend we remove the height, and then on drag start we remove the padding, right? So on drag end we add the padding, yeah, like that. So we add the height, we drop, and we remove the height. And we also wanna on drag start remove the height too, right? So we wanna say remove the height too, which is gonna be remove the height too, and then add back. But now it's probably not enough height, so make it higher. So basically we wanna say that let's maybe add height 4 instead, right? Yeah, it still jumps a little bit, probably because the top one, this guy jumps. And this one should not be jumping, I guess. Yeah, the top one should not be jumping. Or I don't know, I probably can like add because I removed the padding from the top one. I removed the padding from the top one. Should I compensate for it or should I not remove it? Because I don't like how it jumps. It's not nice. So yeah, if it's the first field, do not remove the top padding. So if it's the first field, how do I know? I can just check for state and say like, because there are not much fields, I can just iterate over them. State fields used, label equals field label. Let's do this. Oh, you know what? It's actually even easier. It's like label equals field label is first field, right? And then if it's first, we don't wanna have it this class, right? So we wanna have it like, let's move this guy probably here. Is first empty. Otherwise, it's remove the padding y, right? That way we do not remove the padding, but we should remove the padding button. So on drag start, add the padding bottom 0. Right. So let's see. So add padding bottom 0. Now nothing jumps and the drop zone looks good. Yeah. Yeah, now it looks nice. Now it looks nice. It's got some complications here. So let's maybe clean up stuff. Let's move these guys onto the top. And these functions as well. Right, let's see. So we changed the height and we also added toggle functions. I could of course like reduce this duplication, but it doesn't matter actually. Like it's so easy to maintain this stuff that, and because it's scoped to the local block, to the local function, it's not too hard to maintain, and it's very fast and it's very readable, so that's fine. So yeah, for the first field we add the padding bottom 0 and do not touch the padding top, and for all the other fields we remove the padding y. Let's move the padding y closer. Maybe move all the paddings closer here. Yeah, like this. Then we do the toggles, right? So these chunks are good. Then on the drop zone we remove the height and we add another height, right? And we don't need this code anymore. Yeah. So basically what we did was just make the padding nicer for the fields. That's what we did. Okay, then what we're gonna do next? Oh, you know what? Whenever I move the field from the right, I still have the padding. So we wanna do the same stuff for when we start dragging this guy. So on dragging the unused field, do the same padding manipulations. We can just reuse them, of course. We can just reuse them. So whenever we start dragging here, we wanna do yeah, so we wanna do the same stuff. Right, and let's just move it higher so we could call it. Let's move these functions higher. So here, const like this, right? So we have a bunch of functions defined, and we can call them. Now, yeah, this duplication is kind of okay. Yeah, that's okay. Not much problems. Yeah. Oops. Not like that. It's not like that. After the drag over, I put the height that was not correct. So after drag over, drag leave, fix the height. Right, so where is it? Is it here? Class div drop zone height. Yeah, I add this guy, so we have to add actually 4 and remove 4 as well. So now it's as it's supposed to be. Yeah, easy. Let's just append this stuff. Okay, cool. Yeah, it took longer than I expected, but that's fine. Let's maybe then move to the edit situation. The edit situation. You know what? Maybe not do the edit. Maybe let's do going back to the main model and showing these fields over here. Yeah, so whenever I remove something, I can save it, and I don't have it here anymore. And I can remove more, save it, and I don't have it here. So that's probably what we want to do. On save, render the fields in the create model, because right now if I cancel, I don't have anything, and I want to render the fields. So on controls, we have the controls here. We have button save, and we have also button cancel. So it's probably gonna be the same. Yeah. So we have the content, we have the field, right? And this is how we render a field. So we probably wanna render, let's first of all just call it in the beginning when we just open stuff. Yeah. And then we wanna render a field. So here, depending on the field type, we want to render either drop down or text. Right, so we have our stage, which is hard coded for now, and it's not actually good. So let's maybe remove the hard code of the stage values. Yep, because the stage will be like, you know what, because we now have only text fields, let's maybe not remove this hard code for now. Let's just render text fields from the state that we have. Yeah, and then after we are done and we have the ability to render and add drop down fields, I can remove the hard code. Yeah, so for field of fields used, we wanna say that we will have the same field here, right? And then inside of that, they will be probably the same containers. I guess they will, but I'm not sure yet, because for the checkboxes I may want to have different situation. So let's just do the duplication for now, and then we figure out how we wanna deduplicate this, right? So let's say we have the ID of the input, and we have the label, and the label will be field label, and the input will be input class names, probably border will be the same, the width and the padding, and like this. So borders with padding around it, this will be the same for every field anyway, that's for sure. So we wanna say class input field control, let's say. No, field input, I like it more. Yeah, and it will be like on this level. Class field input equals like that. And then we can do it here as well. And then the ID equals ID input. And then append these guys. same. So over here, let's see. Oh, and we wanna append the div field as well. Something like that. And let's maybe do field stage like this. Just hide it for now here. And yeah, like so we have a clear separation, other fields. So now we should have a placeholder, I guess. No, we don't have a placeholder. We just should have some kind of height. It has the padding. And because this guy doesn't have any value in it, is it not too high? I don't know. Oh, that's not right. It should be input. Sorry for that. And input type text. Yeah. Input type text. But that's too high, I guess. That's too high. Can we have like some smaller padding? Maybe like 1.5. Yeah. Yeah, now it's fine. Now it's fine. And then let's actually fix the labels. So fix the labels in the layout. How it works now. So we have the div flags justify and with gap. And this label should probably have like text alignment, I guess. Text right? Yeah. But then it's having impact on my input width, which is bad. So the longer the field name, my super long field, the more width it occupies probably should have like a max width of 1.5 and sorry 1.5. Let's rename the field to my second field is super long, right? Max width. Oh, it doesn't work like that. So it's 20%, right? Of course, yeah, 1/5. So max width is gonna be 20%. And maybe I have to say like width full or not. Does it help? I don't know, looks like not. It doesn't help. Maybe it should be like 15%, but I don't know why 15. Because of gap. Because of the gap. Yeah, because gap creates this weird situation. And if I remove the gap, if I remove the gap here, and I add a margin and right 6, does it help? Nope, it doesn't help, but if I remove the margin, it will help. Yeah, it will help. So, how about making the inputs shorter? So it's gonna be like make the inputs shorter, so I have a space for the gap, right? So I have 4/5 input width, let's say 5/6, no, 3/4, and then it's gonna be 75%. So I can occupy 20% plus the gap of 6. Yeah. Yeah, now it works better. I like it more. And I have the stage, of course, here. So, because stage is hard-coded for now, let's just, skip it. Yeah. then in stage as well we have to do the same stuff. Well, stage doesn't matter. Yeah, for now. Yeah, we will remove it later. Okay. So now let's add a nicer gap vertically. So here it's like 2.1 rem margin. I guess 2 rem would be fine, which is 8. 2 rem would be fine, I guess. I already have some gap here. Why is that? Oh. This is because of the height of this field, it also impacts the height of the input. I don't want it to influence that stuff. So, how do they deal with it? Is that okay for them? Oh, crazy, they have so much stuff here. Compare this label and input and compare it to like this crazy shit. What is going on here? I don't even understand. Like, yeah, I kind of get it, but why do you have to keep it in the DOM? I don't know. I have no idea why you have to keep it in the DOM. You have just memory. You can keep it in the memory state. I don't know, people crazy. Okay, so let's take the div field and let's add a margin bottom 8. And that's too much stuff, of course. 6. Okay, probably 4. Yeah. I don't know, maybe it's less than 4. Looks okay to me. Yeah. Okay. Now we render our fields. Finally. Let's commit this guy. And let's maybe explain why we have this here, because it's not actually clear. I limit the width of the label so it doesn't impact the width of the input. If the label text is too long, it still impacts the height of the input, but that's okay. Yeah. So what we did, we render all the other fields here, and we're gonna remove this duplication in the future, so we have only one rendering logic. Yep. So here we actually just render always, not only on save, right? And then on save, update the fields, and on cancel, discard the fields changes. So now if I change stuff, right, if I actually like remove a field, then click remove all the fields, click cancel, I still have all the fields removed, which is not what I want. So in our in our customized fields model, we want to work not with the state, but with a copy of the state. Maybe not copy of everything, but just the fields, right? So whenever we take the fields used and unused, we can probably say fields and then used, and then it will be array, and then it will be unused, and then another array. That way, by having the fields nested in a single object, I can make a copy of that and change or discard changes. On save, cancel. Right. What is going on? Oh yeah, I changed the type, so let's just reflect that. Right. And then it's gonna be like, let's change everywhere. Fields used will be like fields dot used, and fields unused will be like fields dot unused. Is it working? Is it working? Yes, it's working. By the way, do I have a login? Yeah, let's remove the login. Cool. And then let's actually state. So let's define maybe like, let's define state fields copy, state fields like that, right? And then whenever we use the fields, we're gonna use the copy. Is it still here? Yeah. One of the drawbacks of having like long functions here is that sometimes I don't see where I am. Like I have to actually like go here and see, okay, I am in the right function. So that's one of the drawbacks, but it has more benefits than drawbacks, so that's fine. And then here we have there as well. So let's see, customize fields, and this is different stuff. Okay. Oh, sorry. Whoa, I removed myself from the screen somehow. Oh, nice. Technology. Okay. So, and then when I'm done with the changes, right? When I'm done with the changes, I wanna. Oh, sorry, not this function. This one, customize fields. When I'm done with the changes, I wanna save them. Right? I wanna render the model, and before rendering the model, I wanna say state fields equals state fields copy. And here I will not do that. Okay. And now if I delete all the fields and click cancel, I still have the changes. That's interesting. So if I delete stuff, so field used, deleting, yeah, so probably because I don't do the deep copy. That's why it still affects. So whenever I do the splice, I actually do the splice on the original array, not the copy of the array. So I only copy this object, and I do not copy the nested situation. JavaScript deep copy JSON. So I can just do this. can just like JSON stringify and JSON parse div copy. That way, cancel, I have my fields. I cancel, I save, I remove my fields. I add my fields back. I save, cool. I remove the fields, save, I remove the field, I cancel, I keep it here. That's how it's supposed to work. And if we compare like how the Zoho CRM works, it's so slow. It's like if I wanna edit, like everything is so, it's not like obviously slow because you don't see where when I start click and when action happens, but I can tell it like from the experience. Mine is like super quick, bam bam bam, and it's done. Delete and it's done. Maybe also because I don't have animations, but still, even like I click and it, like after 1 second or two, maybe after 1 second it happens. I click and it happens, and now I click and it is immediate. Why? Like, what you guys doing here? I don't know. Like, what are you loading? You're loading this state. Why not have it on the client side already, as I do? Like, I don't have any server interaction, and it's fine. Like, I can save it also on the server, but it shouldn't be as long, right? Yeah, so that's the reason why we are doing CRM here, because of how slow the web is nowadays. Okay, so let's clean up and commit. So we have our fields here and we have them grouped, right? And then we just changed how we access them. We make a copy. We changed how we access them. And we discard the state on cancel and we save it on save. That's pretty much it. Okay, cool. So let's call it discard or save the changes properly in the state and push. So that's it, guys, for this video. Thank you for being with me today and enjoy the rest of the day.